Hi there. This is episode 59 of City Skylines Height Map 25 Tile Intermediate Series. And we're going to finish off the park today. But before we do that, I have to take care of two things. I'm going to run down here real quick, because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, but we need more garbage incineration. So we'll dump that in there. And I need to get rid of this one little, if you look closely here, you can see that we have one one cemetery that is finished. It's done. So we can take that one out now. Turn it off and get rid of it. Okay, now we have a lot of dead people though that we're trying to take care of. And so I'm going to put one more hearse out here just for now. I'm sorry, not a hearse, a crematorium, just so that there's something else to handle the overflow, since there's room here for it. There we go. Okay, and now we can start things up and hopefully speed them up, and hopefully the 386 people dead bodies that we have will start dropping, and it looks like they are. We've gone to 375 already. Our sick count should go down now in a little bit. We're at 85, and I'll check back later after we do the park, because now that we've got the second incinerator, the extra incinerator put in there, we shouldn't have that problem anymore. And how much do we have on this one? Oh, we only have 520 bodies left to go on this one too, so this is good. Okay, get rid of that, and we're going to go into parks, and oh, we can't finish that till this is done. Okay, once this one is out of the way, and there are 13 hearses working on it continuously, and there's only 500 bodies left, so we should be able to deal with that pretty soon. Until then, I think instead of, okay, right now I have things set so that I can go in and grab a person and wander around with that person wherever they go down here in the park. Unfortunately, I cannot go anywhere unless I go where they go. So, you know, that's not exactly what I want to be doing. So I can tab out of this person. And go find somebody else. There was a little old lady sitting on something here earlier. She must, oh, there she is, and she's already headed back the other way. Okay, well, let's see. I think I see somebody leaving. Yes. Right here is Siobhan Greenaway. So we're going to follow her. She's probably leaving the park and getting into a car, but all the same, we'll just follow her for a little bit while we're waiting for the, yep, she's in a car. At least I think she's... Oh, she's on a motorcycle. Yay! Okay. Yay, Cinnabon. Ow. And because she jumped on a vehicle, I guess I have to grab the vehicle. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I can't seem to get rid of her. But maybe I can grab the scooter instead. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I've switched from her to her scooter. She's just left the park. And she's up on the plateau, headed for home. Goodness only knows where she lives. Well, it says on the little piece down here that she's going to Crescent Residence, which is her home. But it doesn't say where Crescent Residence is. So I don't know if she's up here on the plateau or not. It doesn't look like it. She's in the turning lane. Yep. There we go. Okay, so she's headed down into the main part of town. And I'm not sure where Crescent Residence is, so we'll find out. And I'll try and stop once she gets to her house and click on something else, but it'll probably bounce me right back up onto the plateau where once she gets to her house, even if I try to get out of her, I'm probably going to get bounced back up to where we jumped onto her scooter, just because that's what it seems to do. I don't know why, but it does. That was what tunnels look like. You don't see the inside of the tunnel. You just see all the dirt around the tunnel. You just see all of the trees and bushes on top of the dirt and all of the hills below the... It's just really weird. But you do still see somebody traveling through the tunnel. Once you get used to that's what it looks like, you know. Whoa. Some of these guys are driving pretty carelessly. Maybe I should slow her down. Let's take her down to as slow as I can get her. And she'll probably get there a little slower, but we'll be able to see part of the city as it goes whipping by. Waiting her turn, it looks like. You see the lights changing. So we know she lives on the plateau here where the business district is. We do know that. Oh! Okay, there's Cinnabon right down there. And she just got off of her scooter. So we're going to get rid of the scooter connection and grab Cinnabon again and see where she's going. She's probably not going that far. And like I said, once, I don't know where we're going to get bounced to once she gets to where she's going. Up there. Okay, she went into that building right there. And even if you can't recognize it, you can see this thing on top of it that says that that's where she went. So, okay, well that was fun. Let's take a little flyby back up to the plateau, which is way up there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is still emptying. That's the piece that has to be gotten out of the way before we can put the other end of the park in. this piece has, this cemetery has to be completely emptied. It was at 500, it's now at 250. So if we give it another 10 minutes, we should have an empty cemetery that we can get out of there. Let's go check on the crematorium that we dumped in here. Okay, it's only got 2, but it's processing 52 people bodies. It only has 2 hearses out, and this one only has 4 hearses out. But the bodies that are being brought in from this cemetery over here are, they've processed 43 bodies in this crematorium, and in this crematorium they've processed 52. So this cemetery is emptying out quite a lot into those 2, I think. And it's down to 220, so it shouldn't take too much longer. I guess we could just grab hold of somebody here who's, okay, well, this guy's going home, this guy's going to work, this little old lady's going to the Medallion Park. Okay, so we'll follow her to the park. And maybe if she doesn't sit too much, oh, there's a building being built over there in front of us. Well, before she turned. Taylor is the name of the lady. She's an uneducated senior, and she's waiting her turn at the light. And she's headed for that park that is across the street from the one that we want to complete. Okay. Yep, you can tell where the park is. It's got all those beautiful jacaranda trees. Now, I don't know if that's what a jacaranda tree really looks like. Probably not, but I'm assuming that they are sometimes filled with purple flowers. I think I saw some down in Mexico when I was visiting a friend down there, but it wasn't the blooming season, so they were all green. But apparently they have beautiful flowers on them at some time in the year. There we go. Taylor's headed into the park. And being a little old lady, she'll probably plop herself down on one of those fountains eventually. Well, at least right now she's wandering around. And so we get to see a little of the park. Is she going to sit down here with this other little old lady? Nope, going to go right past her. She's going to stand here and talk to these 2 kids. At which point it gets really boring. So I think well, it couldn't have taken too much longer for that thing to get. There's a little old man. Okay, now something just, see this apple thing over here that's in the middle? That's the top of the cemetery. That's the thing coming out of the cemetery, showing that the cemetery is still, if it has a rotten apple on it, it's still emptying. When that turns into a little greenish yellow star, then we'll know the cemetery is emptied. I guess we can stand in the park and watch this kid play with his, he never actually skates on that skateboard. I've noticed he's always just holding it or getting on it and jumping up and down a little bit. I always wondered if I put in a skateboard park, would guys like this start going to the skateboard park? I always wondered. I know there's a skateboard park. I should try putting it in and see what happens. Well, I guess we could try that. Okay, let's get out of this. Oh, I guess I have to do it this way. There we go. Where can I put a skateboard park? I guess I could put one here while we're sitting around waiting for Okay, let's put a skateboard park in here. I think I saw one in the group of mods that I brought in. I just wasn't going to use it yet because I hadn't brought it down in price. I'm not sure if I even can. I know one of these is a skateboard park. Fountain Park. One of these things is a skateboard park. At least I think it is. I know I think this is it. Yep, Skate Park Plaza. Well, that kind of looks like mini skate park. Okay. Unfortunately, it costs $24 a week. We are making $6,000 a week though, so I guess without messing with anything, I can go ahead and stick it in here. And we'll see if maybe some of the guys that have skateboards kind of segue into it. Maybe if I put, oh, look at the rain. Cool. It's raining. We're having a rainstorm. I like this new thing. Keeps everything, gives a good reason for why everything is green. Okay, we have a skateboard park here now. And whether we'll ever have anybody in it, I don't know. We won't have if he didn't set it up to have people in it. The guy that made it. We'll find out. Uh-oh. Tell me that that's... Okay. That's not these two. Okay. Oh, our park is empty. Okay, so we've put a skateboard park in here, which we will check on later to see if there are any people in it. Right now it has 0 visitors, and we'll have to look and see if anybody is in it later. Meantime, we now have the little green star on top of our cemetery. It's completely empty, and so we can get rid of it. So let's get rid of this and put in the rest of our park. Okay, now we have room next to this piece to put the rest of our park in. And since we have room, I think I'm going to take these out and make the extension that I made before on some of the other parks. I think I can get that in there. Yeah, I know I can get it in on this side. So we'll take this out as well. And then I'll show you the difference. I think I can get people to go from one piece of the park to another piece of the park if I have a little walkway in between them. I think. So that's what I'm going to be going for here. And because of that, this has to go in, but instead of going in right on top of it like that, I'm going to put it over 2 squares. And then we'll put in the other side, 2 squares over from that. And I will dole out the funds to put this little walkway from one to the other. Kind of makes it look more like a pumpkin than a medallion, but I think it's going to allow people to go from one piece of this park to another more. Let's see if I can fit all of that. Okay, I have next to this park, I have, okay, comes all the way out to this house. Do I have the equivalent of 3? Well, I guess I won't know unless I try doing it. Okay, let's take that out, and take that out, and take that out, and take that out. Oh, I don't know what I just took out. I think I took out a police department. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. When it asks you if you want to take something out, look and see what it is. Otherwise, you'll be doing the stupidest thing like what I just did, which was, I'm pretty sure I took out a police department. I'm almost positive of it. And I'm going to be sorry I did that later. Okay. Oh, even the park's pathways are darker because they're wet. I just love that. Okay. There. Okay, so we have pathways now. Let's see. Okay, I need to get these houses out first. I'll get that one out. I'll just use that spot. Okay, there. And of course this one needs to be changed, but I have so many jacaranda trees around it. I'm a little leery of trying to, gosh, I'd have to take all those out. Huh. Although if this works later on, I'm going to be watching these pathways now. And if this works, and people are actually using the pathways to go from one park to the other, I'm going to have to, of course it's raining, so everybody left the park. I guess when it stops raining, they'll all come back. Well, there are some people here that are still standing in the rain, but a lot of people went home. Okay. I don't see anybody going from this park onto that walkway. That was kind of what I was hoping to find, was people going from one to the other. There's a grandpa. No, he's... Nope. Nope. Okay, this is Medallion Park A, and this is Medallion Park C. So, let's see what it looks like to Grandpa, all this rain. Well, you can see a little bit of rain up in here. He's back on the path again. He's visiting Medallion Park A still. And it doesn't look like he's going to walk over to the other Medallion Park. But maybe it takes a while for those paths to be used. Yeah, he's still in Medallion Park A. And I'm not seeing anybody walking around. Ooh, big building being built up here. While he's sitting looking the other way, we get to watch the building being built in the background. That's interesting and fun. Of course, he's probably going to sit there forever. I'm waiting to see, I want to watch the sky clear after it stops raining. Of course, it's likely to rain for a while. Yep, he's still in Medallion Park A. I was kind of hoping if I followed just one person that eventually that person would walk from one park to the other, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to. And I guess, can I jump? Can I go to... I'm trying to remember which one of these things I'm in. Okay. If I don't have anybody figured, and I just go down into the park like this and then tab. Oh yeah, okay, I can do first person, you know, as a ghost in with this one, which is always good. There. Okay. So I guess I have to find the spot. Okay, that's a big curve. So this right here, I think this spot right here is part of that path. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. There's the little Humpty Dump on it, on the path. And if I back up here, I can watch both of these paths and see on the pumpkin and see if anybody's using them. Nobody's using any of them. Of course, there's hardly anybody in the park, so, but I guess that's not the way to do it. I guess if I was going to do that, I'd have to go up, get up here above the park, and then look down on it so that I could see everything. Get up a little higher. And then back up to where I could see the whole thing and start watching these paths. Not seeing anybody accessing them yet. It might be a couple of episodes before we see anybody going from one to the other. But at least I've done everything I can to make the park usable on a larger scale. Someday, maybe. Meantime, we're at 4,500 per week, going to 4,700 per week. So, and 4,800 per week. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. Oh, look, that we're getting some. Are we getting some blue sky? No, we're not getting any blue sky. Just way over in the distance underneath the clouds, that's all. Yeah, not yet. Get up here where just a little bit below where the birds are, and I can get a better view. Ooh, I wonder if I could fly over and take a better look at... Boy, this thing goes really slow. Really slow. When you're moving forward in this ghost mode, you float really slowly. Really slowly. My goodness. I'm crawling. I'm more like a little balloon floating out here. Oh, okay. I have another. Okay, I'm going to get out of this because I just saw right there in the middle of the screen, there's a fire, and over here, I think I saw it. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Somewhere over here there's a fire, and there's oh, there it is. We can go over here and we can watch both the fire and... Oh, well, it looks like the fire's already taken care of. Yep. Oh, no, 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 there it is. There's the fire. I always wanted to get down here in ghost mode. Here we go, going down. Me in the rain, going down. And watch the firemen. None of the Sims ever stops to watch, so I think I will. There. Oh, I always get there just at the end. That is so frustrating. There they go. Okay, well, okay. So, back over to the cemetery. Is this it? No, it's around the corner here. Here we go. Here's the cemetery. And I'm not sure if I can go into the cemetery or not, but I'm going to check it out and see if I can. Because before we get rid of it, we should check it out. Yeah, there we go. I've never walked through a cemetery before. And it says this cemetery is empty. I'm still seeing a couple of little markers, but I guess they don't count those. And there's a little church in here. Little chapel. So this is what the inside of the cemetery looks like, close up, if you were a Sim and you walked inside of it, which, by the way, I've never seen any of them do. Let's take a look and see what's inside this. Probably a roof and some pillars holding up the walls that we won't see. Uh-huh. There's the inside of the church. Not even the roof, just the pieces that are holding up the roof. And the door. I guess that's a door. No, that's a window. There's the door. And if we aimed at the door and walked out of the door, and then turned around, we'd see the outside walls of the church again. Interesting, huh? Okay, well, let's get out of this now and go ahead and get rid of this one, because, you know, we're paying for this to the tune of $300 a week, and now that it's emptied out, we don't need to anymore. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this one. And he's gone. Okay, so now we have a spot here that we can fill. Might as well put houses in it. There. Oh, and I didn't think about that. We could put houses over there too, where I took the other one out. The part of it that I took the other one out of. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Is that... Oh, that's not a fire. That's just... Okay. I thought maybe I had found an actual fire that I could go watch the... Okay. Oh, well, I was thinking about the rain went away. Everything's still wet and slickery, but the rain's gone. Oh, I see another fire, and maybe we'll get there before the fire department does this time. Yay! Here comes the fire department right there, but we're going to get in there first. Okay. I hit the tab button and now I'm in first person as a ghost, not as one of the Sims, so I can go wherever I want. And that's the burning building right there. And the fire truck is right behind me, if I remember correctly. Here he comes. Okay, so we're going to get right here where we can watch these guys. And then I'm going to turn it on. And there comes the fire truck. And there goes one of the guys inside to save somebody. And here comes another guy. Grandma walked right by, didn't pay any attention at all. And there's our fireman. And there goes another grandma walking right through that. We got firemen going inside the building, coming out. Boy, that really is fast when they do this. No wonder I never got a chance to watch the whole process. It's a very quick one. And I had that on slow mode. Wow. Where's this guy going? He looks too casual to be going to work. Going home. Teenager. Okay, we'll follow him for a while. He's following the little old lady who's up ahead. Oh, well. That was the end of that. I guess the only way to go into anything in this area is to do it by myself. All by myself. Okay. Going back down. Okay. Who was that person in pink? There's a grandma. There's a whole bunch of people over there. Maybe I'll follow this fella. Nah, he's going the wrong way. I want to go to the park. Okay. Well, I think the park is over here. When you're down in the city, it's kind of hard to figure it out. I guess I need to look for the purple trees. Figure out where the park is. Okay. Well, it's not down that way. I think that's where you go down the hill. So the park... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's the... Oh, okay, we've done the park, but have we done the promenade yet in first person? I don't know if we have or not. I think maybe we did in a previous episode, but this is the promenade that we put in 2 episodes ago, maybe. Turns out it's not a bad one. Apparently I had this part flattened out good enough that I don't have so much sand on this one. Whoa. The problem with this thing is it doesn't let me... There we go. See, this boy does not... Huh. Okay. I can't keep my height straight on this one. That's the only problem I have with this one, is that I seem to go from little kid size to giant size without even trying. Here. Gosh, is there nobody in this one at all? Oh, there's one lady right there. One tourist woman. There she is. Yeah. And she's looking up at the pretty trees. Doesn't seem to be anybody else in here. And apparently I still have Tyler Wright stuck on me. Well, that's a pretty view off the railing. Well, if you ignore the industrial area, it's pretty. Part of it's pretty. Wow. And I've still got the box from Tyler because I didn't disconnect from him. Okay, and the only way I can do it now is to disconnect from the whole thing. Okay, there we go. There's Tyler, way the heck over there, at home. And I didn't turn him off before I went and did something else. Okay, well, we're at 41 minutes now, so I guess we're done with this one. Let's check and see if putting in the crematorium helped any. Yeah, our dead people are down to 297 from, I guess it was 300 and something before. We had 85 people sick before. We still have 85 people sick. So, but we have 55,000 people in the city, so maybe that's not such a bad thing, you know? Okay. Water, electricity, and medical all seems to be pretty much in hand. And what was all red here before is no longer red, so I think the extra incineration plant for the garbage did a good job. So, okay. Well, we're leaving our city looking pretty good in the end of episode 59. I believe this is 59. And we'll see you in episode 60, when I probably should go in and do some regular work. We'll do a little bit of following people around, because we can afford to, because we have good income. But I do want to I don't have anything showing for a balance. That's weird. Bank balance, nothing? Really? Okay. With an income of 144,000 each week, I should have some kind of a bank balance. I must have set my mode somehow funny, because that just seems wrong. Maybe because I have unlimited money turned on. I think that's it. Okay. Well, that's okay, because I've been in the green the whole time anyway. I had the wrong thing turned on. Okay, so that's the end of this episode of the series, and I will see you in episode 60 when we come back in. Bye.